Alright guys, Guinness Pinter here. How's it going? Hope you guys are well. Okay, so we are here at the Harbour Bar in Portrush. This has been a location that's been highly requested. Everybody's been constantly telling me you need to go to Harbour Bar if you're ever in Portrush, if you want to try a good Guinness. Like, everybody's been mentioning to me saying you need to go to Harbour Bar. It's been so highly requested, so I thought, right, well, I have planned to come down to Portrush this weekend, so I thought, you know what, we're gonna do it. So we're here, Harbour Bar. We're meeting up with a guy called Willie Gregg. He also works here. He's going to be telling us about the history of the bar and loads of other cool stuff. It's going to be a really cool review. I'm absolutely looking forward to this video. It's just going to be awesome. So without further ado, let's go in and get some pints.
I'm using this keg because it's nearly empty, okay? When the keg comes in, when the keg is brought in, thank you now. But firstly, what is nearly more important is the keg is stored in the cold room, and then it's brought into here. So the keg is still cold, but then before we connect it up, it gets its jacket. Put your hand there. That's ice cold. That's the water going round the keg.
Oh yeah.
So it keeps the keg. It's just a very small bar and it can get very, very warm.
Yeah.
And believe you me, this is a real busy little bar. Don't be judging it for the size of it. We sell more Guinness per square foot than any other bar in the world.
Wow.
That is fact. That's not one of my stories, that's fact. And this little bar here in the off season, you're looking at 2 or 3 kegs of Guinness a day. In the high season, we've done close to, we did 9 kegs on the last Northwest 200.
Wow.
Right, so you run between a few up to 40 kegs a week from these 2 pumps. Now, the other thing we talked about pumps. This here is called, more or less all the siphon, all the beers come through this, except the king of beers. This does not go through. You don't see sheep and cattle in one field.
No.
Okay? So Guinness is always separate, and they're glassware. It's old-fashioned, proper tulip glass. You see that?
Yeah.
That is what we use. Now you notice it's going on to a tile or slate. This here lets the Guinness form. And there are millions and millions of bubbles in that 4/5 of a pint there. And you see where Sean has just stopped the top?
Yes.
That is perfect. So down here is millions of bubbles and they are coming up to the top. Now if you poured the same and you set it on top of something timber-like, the density is different and it takes longer for the pint to settle. Also, you can actually see the Guinness working. We call this the Guinness working. Okay? And I'm going to pour you your first pint of Guinness in the Harbour Bar.
Oh yes.
Right, first of all, there we go. And I've just managed to pour one. What's the chances of that? That's not a setup.
That's an outtake.
But the good thing about it is, if I'm right in saying, the good thing is, you're going to see.
Here we go, Willie, this is how it should be done.
You're going to see how it should be done. He set that up for me, you know.
I just changed that keg, I forgot to tell you.
So you did that for badness. Right, this is your first pint here in the Harbour Bar.
Oh yes. Looking forward to it.
Now the pump that Sean has used here dates back to the late 70s. There are a few of these about. The previous pump head that was before that was the little square red one, which you may see in some of the old prints and things like that.
Yeah.
But this here is the one. It's a double pump with a double cooler to work 2 kegs. And as I found out, Sean had just changed the keg and hadn't told me. So anyway, that's what that's good barmen. Good barmen are like that. Sometimes he used to shake the Coca-Cola bottles and put them back on the shelf and wait for me to have to serve. No, you need to be very careful in here. Remember, all the cowboys don't live in Texas. All right. Listen, I'm going to show you a thing or two in here. Up around here are fellow drinking partners. And I reckon it adds to their sport and their acting career. Mr. James Nesbitt there, I guarantee you has seldom gone on to television without a Guinness. Yeah, remember another thing. Yeah, that gentleman there. Remember another thing, a day without Guinness is like a day without sunshine.
Oh yes.
Okay. Now, that's Mr. Phil Coulter who likes popping in for a Guinness. And these are all golfers. That's young G-Mac. He's got his own restaurant in Nova Blue, they call it. And he serves Guinness there, but not as good as the Harbour Bar. And of course, this has been a great man who would have liked the Guinness. Now, come on in through and I'll show you the ambience of the little bar.
Yeah.
What we have here, this is what we call the Snug. Many Guinness have been drunk in here. And as you can see, people are just make themselves at home. If they want more coal in the fire, they put it on. If they want their dog in, they bring their dog in. Or they bring their family in for a bite to eat. So these things, and remember, this is very important. We'll bring this out better in the sunlight for you. This here is just to prove what I tell everybody about Guinness.
That's paid for and all.
Right. The reason, first of all, why it's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh yes.
Okay. Now, here are the ingredients of Guinness.
Yep.
You read them out yourself.
Yeast, hops, and barley.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's it. There wouldn't be enough room in that there to list the stuff.
Oh yeah.
And these other beers. See, this is a pure natural drink. And Sean's going to finish off your Guinness now. This is the way.
Yes.
Now this is the last part of the Guinness, and it'll be set up like that, and you'll actually watch the final part of the Guinness. There'll be a mushroom head appear in the top of it, and that's purely through the way Guinness is set. And this here is going to sit perfect. It takes about 4 minutes to do it correctly. So with a busy night, we line the Guinness up here. So therefore, now there's this example there. The man's asking for a Guinness. It'll be set up.
Yeah.
He knows he's going to be able to get the Corona fast enough, and Sean knows to pour the Guinness first.
Oh yes.
All right.
Did I put that top in your head?
And do you know whose pint that's for?
This way. Come on.
No idea.
That's just in case Darren comes in. All right. Now we use this for that's just a lovely pottery. So somebody made it for us, and this is we do our raffles and draws out of it. Little simple. It's all Guinness orientated. Here's something you won't see in any bar. This here is an actual champagne Guinness. It really is not. It's basically bottled Guinness dressed up in this fabulous box. Now there's only 2 or 3 of them about. This here was actually got in the Far East. So what you have here is,
Oh, look at that.
you have this here. You've actually got that.
Well, this man's Guinness is ready to drink.
Perfect.
They are taking it on the Snug from Wednesday.
Now, Scotty, your Guinness is going to be sitting here. Come, do you see the difference in here? Right. Remember, Guinness isn't black; it's ruby.
Ruby red. Yep.
Okay. Now, it's black. It's black compared to any other drink in the bar and Coca-Cola. But what you have here is your Guinness. Now, it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, there you go. Wonderful.
Now, I want you to wait about another 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yep.
And the reason for it, I'm going to bring in my Guinness.
Ah, okay.
And I'm going to tell you the story about a certain bird that's linked with Guinness. Now, I want you to think about this while I'm getting my Guinness. This is a toucan.
Yep.
This is a toucan, and this was used to brighten up the advertising after the Second World War. And all the Art Deco was to cheer people up and make things good.
Yeah.
So this here's the story of the toucan. Now the Toucan and the Guinness are very, very big friends. You think about it. Now zoom in your Guinness now. Excuse me, I don't think it's any better anywhere in the world.
Yeah. No markings in the glass ever. It's absolutely spotless.
Absolutely, sir.
So I'm really happy with the glass already. Very good dome range as well. Good size head as well. Yep. Not gonna lie, I'm very excited to be trying this pint
Right,
already.
sit yourself down here. I'm going to come and join you.
Yep,
Give
no
me
worries.
2 moments.
Okay guys, so we're now gonna review the pint of Guinness. So here we go. Got a nice fire beside me. Nice and warm because it's very it's a bit chilly today. But yes, okay. But here we are, here is our pint. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm really happy with this pint. Good size head, good dome range is sort of settled now, but that's because we were leaving it for a bit. But yes, but honestly, that looks an extraordinary pint. So yeah, right, enough chit chat. Let's get into the pint. So here we go. Sláinte. Oh. What?
I'm not allowed in Korea. How did you get in Korea? You see, you're the woman that won the Euro Millions in your
Guys, this is something else. Wow.
every Saturday you come in here and you pretend.
Wow. Temperature is spot on. I cannot fault that at all. The richness of the Guinness, you can really taste it in this pint. Wow, this is impressive. Wow, I am lost for words, honestly. What a gorgeous pint. Wow. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this. Wow. You can literally taste the Guinness really well. So refreshing too. Like, it's claimed that this bar does the best Guinness in Portrush. I mean, I've had Guinness before in Portrush, but I've never been to this bar yet. But honestly, wow. This is just a very nice pint. I don't know, it's going to be really hard to score this now, oh my god. Yeah, wow. To be honest, I don't think I've ever had a pint as nice as this, honestly. I mean, look, I'm halfway through it already. It's just such a nice pint. Gotta get to the score soon. Right, well, let's get to the scoring, shall we? So, Harbour Bar, Portrush. Ooh. I think this might be my highest score so far. Bittles was brilliant, but in here, ooh, it's definitely something else. Look at the shtick on that as well. Look, some really good lacing on that too. I mean, you can tell these glasses are cleaned to perfection, and you get that nice bit of shtick. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it's just such a gorgeous pint. Wow. I could see what all the hype was about. Everyone telling me you need to go to the Harbour Bar. You need to go here for a nice pint of Guinness if you're ever in Portrush. Well, I can understand why everyone gets very excited about this bar, but yeah, honestly, wow. I'm just... I mean, there you go. Finished. That's how nice that pint was. Wow, look at that. Absolutely brilliant. But there we go. Harbour Bar. Wow. I think I'm gonna go a 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. That's the highest I've scored so far. Yeah, very impressed with that pint. So happy. So there we go. So yes, 9.10, Willie. Good score.
9.10. That doesn't happen in every bar.
No, did not last long either. That was a really good pint. I've never had a pint like that before, ever. Nowhere have I had a Guinness so good as that. And I'm not just saying this. I'm not just saying this for this video.
Guinness okay here?
Yeah, super.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
I love it.
Yes. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Oh yes. Yes. Wow, so impressed with that. Oh,
Hey guys, I'm quite sure you've all wondered why the Toucan and the Guinness are always linked. Well, they're linked because of this reason, and it's easier for me to show you why they're linked than it is tell the whole story. So we're just going to put this in behind here where I tell you this story. And this is the story. What is that on the beak of the Toucan?
2 pints.
Right, so watch. If you think what one can do, think what two can do.
That's genius.
That is genius.
Yes.
I'll let you use that one.
Thank you very much.
Well done, Scotty. I think the young man's had a good day here.
Oh yes, loving it.
And I think out of that, Sean and I are going to present you with something. Come here.
Ooh.
This here is a die cast of the 1950s original Toucan emblem that's above Guinness Gate in Dublin. This is to you, Scotty. I wish you all the best with your video project, the Guinness Pinter.
Yes.
From the Harbour Bar, Portrush, County Antrim.
Well, thank you very much.
There's only one Portrush in the world. There's only one Portrush in the world. Don't ever forget it.
Oh, I won't. Oh.
There you go.
There we go, guys. So I've just been given this. So
This could
good.
be our new Spielberg, couldn't it? Yeah. Like if a kid phones up and says, look, I'm coming down to do a wee project video for my Guinness, blah, blah, blah. Will you help? Of course. And you flew him in from where? Where did you come from today?
Bangor.
You would know I used to sell cars a long time ago. Like, you always bump it up. You always bring it down, and, you know. Bangor, Wales, you flew in from. Okay, we're changing a keg straight away in behind the bar in the Harbour Bar. Okay. This here is it. That's it. And then you see what I can do with the full ones. Right. Okay. We take it out this way. This fits. This here has just come down out of the ice, out of the cold room. Feel that?
Oh yes, it's really ice cold.
It's ice cold, right?
Yeah.
Mind a wee pause. Mind a wee pause. As you can feel the ground shaking, guys, this isn't light.
Got my left off for you, Willie.
Well, I'm going to put the jacket on, Sean, then. I think I've managed to get it.
Alright.
So Sean's going to help me move it 18 inches. That's good of Sean.
Yeah, it is.
So this goes on here, this is Velcro,
Yeah.
which seals the side, obviously, to access the cool pipes. Turn it around. Make sure it's all sealed and straight. And then slide. Now, we've done everything to connect the Guinness. This seal here is to keep it hygienically clean during transportation. And also, there's all the information of the keg and the date and the time. This here's a bayonet and plunger. Straight in, turn around, down, click.
Done.
Your gas.
There's a wee bleep there, is that as well?
That's it. Now, this is where the gas comes from. Well, apart from Sean. The valve here, so no matter how busy we are, we can see the gas is.
That's the nitrogen tank, isn't it?
It is,
Yeah.
and that there forces the Guinness out of the keg into the cooler. Now, you've heard this story about Guinness not travelling.
Yeah.
right? That it doesn't travel continentally.
Continentally,
right?
yeah.
But the worst about the travelling of Guinness is when it's interior. So if this Guinness was stored, look at this here for Guinness. If this here was stored outside in a store, the travel from the keg to the pump is the distance, which is no good. Take a look here. There's your pump.
Yeah.
Here is your keg. So you do the miles, you do the measurement. That's the shortest distance from cooler to pump, probably anywhere in the island. So we've just changed the keg. This is to let Sean know that that's finished, as he didn't do for me at the start.
No, he did not.
He didn't. But we need this. This is the stuff we do.
It's all right,
here.
Sean. You're forgiven.
So just for that, I'm going to let Sean sort out the first pint again. So now that just gives you an example of the changeover of Guinness and how it can be done in a correct fashion.
Yeah.
Even when the bar's busy, we're geared for it. And with rugby coming this week, it will be a Thursday rugby. Then we've our golfers coming for the Ryder Cup. As you can see, there's a bit of golf coverage in the little bar.
Yeah.
And we do that because we've got people that are interested in golf part of the year, and then we change it for the Northwest, then we change it for the raft race. Anything that's happening, we tweak it a little bit. But the little Snug remains exactly as it was since the 50s.
Yeah.
And that's the way it will be. Over here in the wall, whenever anybody comes in. So the young man making the video here, is that okay, folks? Whenever the visitors come in, like these ladies here, you put your pin in the world map. So if anybody even wants to put their pin in their hometown, you're more than welcome. So it lets us see 2 or 3 things. It lets us see where our customers come from around the world, and it also lets us see where our local customers are coming from. Now, I'm the only barman in the world that redesigned the world. I've made Canada a little bigger and the States a little bigger, South America a little smaller, and we tweaked it for the volume of people that come in. And like, there's a man there that's, look at that for a Guinness smile there. There's only one thing David's going to order in here. It's either Sean and I out or again. He's staring at it. Welcome, David. David, this is Scotty. Scotty,
how's it going?
I hear you're written good Guinness.
Well, I'll tell you, it's quite something.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of mentions around the world from visitors above in there, and beside Jimmy, there's the best pub spy report ever. A wee bit like your Guinness review, but please take a look at that. It's very, very important.
Yes, I will do.
That there was when there's pub spy, there's grub spy now. So this is it. You couldn't park your car in this little bar if the bar was empty.
No.
That's why it sells more Guinness per square foot than any other bar in the planet. Fact.
Wow.
You have to give Scotty a round of applause here. Okay, right. This is the empty glass off the table. Right. It's also good to get the glassware in quickly, especially Guinness drinkers in a warm bar, because this here sticks. This here turns into you nearly blow it.
Yeah.
Okay? So a quick run through. Quick run through here. Get the worst of it, right? And on here. Now, what we have here is piping hot water coming in at the top with a flow level on it, which pumps it out here. Raise the glass. You can see the inside and the top edge.
Oh yeah.
Right down again, down to the bottom, and up. Usually 2 or 3, and always there's so many ladies now drinking Guinness. We have to check
Lipstick.
for lipstick.
Yeah.
Which is something that I'm chuffed to bits with it, and it can be a bit of a because you've got to clean that off first.
Yeah.
With hot water before you put it into this, because you don't want to smear the bristles.
No.
Now, I'm going to put my head in the chopping block here, aren't I? Here we go. Now, that's the glass coming out of that 50-year-old glass washer.
Absolutely spotless.
Now, old-fashioned job here. The air comes up through.
Air dry.
It air dries there. Then.
Willie, do you work out here?
Oh, would you look at that? And then this comes in through here. These here are then stacked here. These are just recently.
Yeah.
Sorry, Danny. This here is the glass, ready to be used to sell yet another pint of Guinness.
Oh yes.
Okay, bud.
Yeah.
And we don't mind. We've got LED lights around it, so the barman or the bar person, when they're lifting a quick glass, they can check if the glass is right. In a dark bar, you can't check. This is not a bright, shiny bar, but the important thing is our glassware is in display clean, and the air is coming up through. These here are removed and scrubbed, of course. I don't really have a lot more to tell you about our draft Guinness. Other than we're really proud of it. Okay. Put your paw on that. So like everything around here, and of course you can give that a plug for me too. That's for my foundation.
Oh yes.
I've got an education foundation in Thailand, in the slums in Thailand. I look after children that need looking after. I've been doing it since the tsunami of 2004.
Yeah.
I've assisted in nearly 700 children getting through education. That's why you've heard of Willie's Orphan Fund.
Yes.
I sell Harbour t-shirts all around the world. 3 or 4 t-shirts gets the kids through education for a week.
Wow.
You know? So I do that. When I get out of here, or when I'm not gardening, I'm out of here. I garden because I don't have to talk when I'm gardening.
Yeah.
I'm talk incessantly when I'm here. Okay. Now, you did hear about that little Guinness thing that I did?
Yes.
Way back in 2018.
Thanks so, yes.
Yeah, well, do you want to have will we have a go on it today?
Yeah.
Well, you need to give me a minute or two, okay?
That's okay, no worries. Okay, so Willie, do you want to explain what's going to be happening now?
All right, you see this pint of Guinness?
Yep.
And that settles up here in a few moments. And Tato Castle and I are going to do a wee trick. Okay? We're going to cut now till I get this right.
I remember seeing the video of you doing this a couple of years ago. I thought it was absolutely genius.
Down in this. Now this may not work.
So it's going to be good to see this in person.
Well, I haven't done this since 2018.
No pressure then?
No pressure then. And I can assure you that I need to clean this a little bit. This has to be totally hygienic.
Oh yes, absolutely.
There'll be somebody say, oh, he didn't clean that. Aye. Sure, and I tell you, and you know something, this man must have heard. Did you hear the helicopters of the man? This is John, this is another character. You see, you're very polite. You're not mentioning football to me. You're not rubbing anything in. There wasn't one sniper in the crowd. John, you want to be pint? Right. Obviously, I want to try to keep this as clean looking as possible.
Yeah.
Because the keyboard warriors the last time told me my bar looked like shit. You know? Now I'm going to go for this now. Here we have a pint of Guinness nearly settling, okay? I'm going to show you something. Are you ready for this?
I have 2 pints of
Now, obviously the little seepage. I'm not a magician. I'm a half-baked barman that does a bit of charity work. So, let's watch this. So here we have nearly a full pint of Guinness upside down. So it's no use for anybody. As it settles there. Okay. Here we are. So what do we do with it now? You over here, Jordan.
Yes.
Right, okay. Here's what we do. How do we get it up in the right way?
Just like that.
Just like that, okay?
No.
Right?
Now the tricky bit.
The tricky bits to come.
Yep.
Tricky bits to come. Okay.
And voila.
Potato castle. Big Arthur.
Yeah, there we go. Doesn't look half bad. There we go. Brilliant.
And this time, I'm going to drink it.
Yeah. Alright, folks. It's all getting, yeah.
There we go. Alright guys, but there we go. That is our review at the Harbour Bar. What an experience that was. Thank you to Willie Gregg for doing the tour with me. I absolutely loved meeting him, and thank you so much for the Toucan stuff, and he also gave me the glass that he was talking about as well. So yeah, I've been gifted those two as well to say thanks for coming up and doing the review. I absolutely enjoyed doing the review, and there we go. I love this bar. Every time I'm in Portrush, I'm definitely going to be coming up here for a Guinness. Absolutely fantastic. But yeah. But there we go guys, that is our review at the Harbour Bar. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and yeah, we'll see you guys for another Guinness review. So yeah, Guinness Pinter, signing out.